I don't, there's an interesting element of your question that I think warrants like deeper conversation. There are people who are always going to be the way that they are, right? Just because that's the way that they know it. And then there are people who are nothing like them, who are taught in everything they do, every time they touch their device, that there's always something new, something different, and they don't even realize that they're changing over time, right? They don't even realize, for example, if you spend time with a 20-year-old woman and a teenager and you document their life from 5 years ago to today, they don't even realize to what extent Instagram and Snapchat has affected their own self-esteem or their self-confidence or their self-worth. And there's a lot of things that are happening that when they go to make a decision, all of those things play into that. And how they value something plays into that. And so people are changing at their very core, at their very fiber. And it's what's causing all of these problems with politics around the world is that everybody thinks that they're the right person, that they're the right answer, because everything about their life tells them that they're right. And they start to close themselves off. They start to surround themselves with people like them, and they only fortify those positions, and that's going to keep changing. So when someone makes a decision, that's the core of storytelling: is who is this person, what do they value, what are the stories who do they trust, and understanding then how does that play out in decision making, the questions that they ask, what's valued in the answers that they get. So what hasn't changed is that people want information their way and they want to make decisions that are going to benefit them, but everything changed in how they do that and what they find valuable and then what they do after that. So the other part of your question is interesting too, in that sometimes people know what they want. So, for example, I need diapers for a baby with sensitive skin rather than searching Pampers. Right? They look for something very specific that's individualistic. They also may not realize that in that process of discovery, someone might introduce a very different solution. Making this up, for example, use any diaper, but this special ointment in these four places are going to make it so that you don't have to struggle with trying to find these special expensive diapers anymore. Right? So you didn't know you needed that until it was introduced to you, and then you did the next series of research to see some YouTube videos and maybe look at some blog posts that sort of validate that decision, which is how you get all of these crazy things like the flat earth movement, or people find things that they weren't setting out to, and once they find something, it sticks with them forever. So that's the part that's really changing, and that's an opportunity for innovation, is that once you understand what people are looking for or the problems that they have, it opens the door to new solutions. Like Apple, for example, we all had music players before the iPod, but they were horrible, and the minute that he recognized the pain and the problem and the user interface design and the management of all of your music, created a solution of which you didn't know you needed, but then once you had it, you weren't going backwards.